Customer Relationship Management, CRM. Types of CRM. There are three primary types of CRM. These are strategic, a core customer-centric business strategy that seeks to acquire and retain profitable customers. Focused on changing the business culture to be more customer-centric. Operational. This is about automating customer-facing processes in the business. CRM software can automate and integrate areas such as marketing, sales and services. Analytical. Analytical CRM is when a company uses customer data to provide insights to meet strategic goals. It is about capturing, storing, extracting, integrating, processing, interpreting, distributing, using, and reporting customer-related data to enhance both customer and company value. Misunderstandings. Many businesses misunderstand the nature of CRM. Let's clarify what CRM isn't by covering the general misunderstandings about it. More than IT. IT is central to how CRM operates because of data, but it is not always required. In other words, CRM is about a broader customer-centric strategy, not just IT. More than marketing and database marketing. It is about being customer-centric within all parts of the business, particularly in strategic and operational CRM. Just loyalty programs. Not all CRM implementations are connected to loyalty programs. Any company can implement CRM. Some companies cannot conduct highly analytical CRM due to customer data limitations. Defining CRM. Basic definition. CRM is a core business strategy centered on integrating internal processes and external networks to deliver value to and create profit from targeted customers. It relies on the analysis of high-quality customer data with technology. CRM constituencies. Numerous constituencies have interests in CRM, including companies implementing CRM and the internal or external stakeholders they have, for example, customers and partners. Companies selling CRM software or systems and cloud solutions, for example, IBM. Social media companies who can sell user data. Sellers of CRM infrastructure or hardware, for example, servers, mobile handset and service providers. Management consultancies that help companies implement CRM solutions. Commercial contexts. Managers use CRM in many commercial contexts across all the major economy sectors: private, public, and the third, not-for-profit, sector. Private sector. CRM can be used for both business-to-business and business-to-customer approaches depending on whether the company is targeting an end user or an intermediary, like retailers, distributors. Public sector. Within government, CRM can be used to target particular populations for policy to maximize effects. Third sector. Not-for-profits, like charities or NGOs, can implement CRM. Universities use it to track alumni for donations. CRM models. IDIC model. The IDIC model posits that companies need to take 4 steps to become more customer-centric. Identify customers and understand them. Differentiate customers for value, short and long term. Interact with customers to ascertain expectations. Customize communications to meet expectations. The CRM value chain. This model uses 5 sequential stages and 4 supporting conditions to ensure value propositions that acquire and retain targeted profitable customers. 5 stages: customer portfolio analysis, customer intimacy, network development, scope, value proposition development, managing the customer lifecycle. Supporting conditions: leadership or culture, data or IT, people, processes. Payne and Fro's 5-process model. The 5 processes of CRM in this model are: strategy development, strategic; value creation, strategic; multi-channel integration, operational; performance assessment; information management, analytical. The Gartner Competency Model. Gartner's Incorporated's model posits that CRM implementation in businesses requires competencies in 8 areas: CRM vision, value proposition; CRM strategy, objectives, segmentation; valued customer experience, understanding expectations; organization collaboration culture and structure; CRM processes, knowledge management, customer lifecycle; CRM information, data analysis; CRM technology, applications or infrastructure required; CRM metrics, success monitoring, for example costs, retention rates. Customer lifecycle. Customer lifecycle is the name businesses give to the stages that customers go through in their relationship with a company. This customer lifecycle is separated into 3 stages: customer acquisition, customer retention, customer development. A large part of CRM methodologies and technologies is to guide how businesses formulate strategies and processes to move customers through the stages. We will primarily discuss customer acquisition and retention here, not customer development. For now, it suffices to say that customer development refers to the process of increasing the value of retained customers with strategies like upselling and ecosystem integration. Customer acquisition. Customer acquisition is about gaining new customers, which can happen in 2 senses: customers who are new to the company as a whole; customers who interact with a new product within a company they already have a relationship with. When discussing acquiring new customers and marketing, we usually separate approaches that are B2B, business to business, and B2C, business to customer. New prospects in the B2C category tend to require more resources to be devoted to marketing. Customer acquisition economics. In this process, there are 3 main decisions that businesses must make: who to target, how to communicate the targeted consumer, and what information or offer to communicate to this target. Businesses are always aiming to acquire strategically significant, highly profitable customers. A customer is a net contributor if their value is high the cost of acquisition. Assessing customer acquisition. We can assess the success of customer acquisition strategies with the following key performance indicators, KPIs. Total new customers, average cost per customer acquisition, long-term value of acquired customers. CRM analysis and tools for customer acquisition. By thorough analytics of customer data, such as customer transactional histories or acquisition strategy cost effectiveness, businesses can understand what kind of customers are best and how best to acquire them. Predictive modeling. The following CRM operational tools can aid customer acquisition. Lead management. These are methodologies, usually software, designed to track and prioritize your leads, someone that may become a client, on key criteria. Campaign management. This is a software that enables companies to manage and automate their marketing campaigns. Event-based marketing, EBM, allows companies to approach leads in a location with a high probability of sale or acquisition. Customer retention. Customer retention refers to the maintenance of a transactional relationship between a business and its customers over time. The opposite is customer defection. The conventional measurement of customer retention is end of financial year active customers as a percentage of active customers from the beginning of that year. This measurement can be further adjusted for sales and profit. Customer retention economics. The basic economic argument for customer retention is as customer tenure increases, customer value increases. This is because increased volume and value of purchases, customer referrals. Customer management costs decrease. Businesses generally focus their customer retention strategies on high-value and targeted customers. At the same, this can be expensive as other competitors may be targeting these strategic consumers. Human resource management in travel industry. The importance of HRM. People are the beginning and center of every business. Without properly training their HR assets, companies are unlikely to succeed. HR development can come from the government and the primary sector. Either way, the primary responsibilities of HR managers are as follows: to make competitive employment and career options available, to make sure all roles are staffed by personnel who are adequately trained at all levels, to ensure that training or educational opportunities are available for specialization, to oversee hiring, training, firing, payment of employees, to maintain proper standards are upheld between employees. Tourism and HRM. Within the tourism and travel industry, HR is especially important for several reasons. Intangible aspect. Products or services in the tourist industry frequently do not involve receiving physical things in exchange for money. Instead, they are experiential. Products or services cannot be inventoried or stored for later. Services tend to be heavily time and place dependent. Human-centric roles and service delivery creates unpredictability and difficulty of regulation. Marketing is usually very first-hand and widely dispersed for all employees of a tourism service provider. Human resource development strategy. A basic governmental HR development strategy does not need to be long, but the strategy must cover the following points: the connection between HR and tourism development policies, existing products or services and labor force, how many employees, where are they, who are they, how are they trained, etc. Projections for development, including training needs and the expansion of related businesses. The existing situation surrounding HR development, particularly gaps in training, skills and output. A plan of delivery for training and education, where it is most needed. Incorporating plans for private sector schemes and collaborations. Training. National Council or Committee for Tourism Education and Training, NCTET, as we noted previously, GTAs are the principal organizations tasked with fully developing a country's tourism industry. To accomplish this task, the GTA may establish NCTET. The goal of an NCTET is to bring together intersecting interests of government agencies related to tourism, labor, education and professional trade associations. The council or committee has to monitor, review, and advise changes in the following conditions: the management or HR needs of the existing labor marketing, existing education systems, for example schools, universities, potential areas for training development, encourage private sector toward in-house HR training with incentives, for example tax, maintain information database, establish guidelines for tourism career development. Types and levels of training. Even if someone has had a long and successful career, they never stop learning, so we must adapt training schemes continuously. In this sense, we must ensure that different levels and kinds of training are linked together. Keep the following things in mind here. Each type of training should open up further paths to progression. Training should not be restrictive or closed off. People should be able to transfer between different levels and kinds of training through the links just mentioned. You should also note: education concerns learning knowledge and ideas. Training is about learning skills for a job. Future training needs. Future training relies on the analysis of the current industry and workforce to determine and predictions as to where it is heading. Through this process, we can identify deficits in a place's tourist offering from the human capital perspective. We call these training gaps. We have to fill these gaps with a strategy that delivers the appropriate training, education, and specialization initiatives through a variety of policies and institutions. This program should incorporate minimum standards structure, in-service training, management, supervisory, training short courses and training centers, foreign language instructions. Rewards, bonus, and compensation. In most developed countries, wages in the tourism and travel industry are relatively low. This is for the following reasons: mostly low-skill roles, the preponderance of seasonal and part-time work, tipping-based incentive structure over formal compensation, substitution of human capital for technological solutions, lack of accessibility, resemblance and connection to the hospitality industry. Of course, not all roles in the tourism industry are low-wage. Some positions offer high status and high salaries that are competitive in the wider labor market, particularly within airlines. Human resource information system. Within the tourism industry as a whole, information systems enhance HR management. These systems monitor vital data, including employment trends, the current workforce, training requirements, and more. To do this, national government programs, like GTAs and NCTETs, monitor, survey, and report upon the state of the market. They also offer incentives for data. To obtain an annual license as a tourism business, for example, hotels, applying companies often have to provide specific HR data.